Today we are going to go through 20 of the most haunted places in the world. Which one do you think is the scariest, and which one would you visit? Number 1. The famous Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. If you have a fear of clowns, you won't want to stay here. En route to Las Vegas is the old mining town of Tonopah, home of the world's creepiest clown-themed motel. Here you will find clowns everywhere you look, with some dangling over the beds, and even more in the lobby, where you'll find an intimidating life-sized clown doll. In case that's not enough to give you a case of the spooks, the motel is situated right next door to an old graveyard. Number 2. The Hoia-baciu Forest. Situated to the west of the city of Cluj-Napoca, near the open-air section of the Ethnographic Museum of Transylvania in Romania. This forest is said to be the most haunted one in the world. And according to the local legend, a young girl disappeared in the forest and 5 years later she reappeared. However, she had no recollection of where she had been. And another tale speaks of a shepherd who also vanished within the woods. In case that's not enough, there are also rumors of alien encounters in the area. Number 3. The Island of the Dolls. In the channels of Xochimilco, south of the center of Mexico City, lies the Island of the Dolls. Over 50 years ago, a man named Don Julian Santana once came across the body of a young girl who had drowned in the lake. To pay respects to the child, Don Julian devoted his life to collecting and hanging up dolls along the canal. Soon, the entire island was covered with creepy dolls, some missing limbs and many decomposing. In 2001, Don Julian was found dead. He had drowned in the same area in which is believed to be where the girl had died. Number 4. The Tower of London. The popular Tower of London is not only one of the city's top attractions, but it's also considered the most haunted, since it was founded in 1067. This tower has had plenty of ghastly events. In 1483, the 2 young princes were murdered in the tower, and their shadowy figures, holding hands, are a relatively common sight in the White Tower. There is also a headless ghost of Anne Boleyn has also been spotted in many parts of the tower. In 1864, it was recorded that a soldier guarding the tower saw the headless figure of Anne, to which the soldier fainted from fright. Number 5. The Stanley Hotel. This is a haunted 140-room colonial revival hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. You may have already seen it in Stephen King's The Shining. But would you stay at the property that actually inspired the author? Opened in 1907. The huge, remote Colorado resort has long been known for a propensity of things that go bump in the night. A former housekeeper, who died at the hotel in 1911, is often spotted in room 217, and the spirits of the hotel's founder and his wife are regularly seen passing through the lobby or heard playing the piano in the music room. Number 6. Sedlec ossuary is a Roman Catholic chapel, located beneath the cemetery church in Czech Republic. There's nothing quite as frightening as a church entirely made of human bones. Known to most as the Bone Church, and it is like this because abbot of the Sedlec monastery brought a handful of dirt back from a journey to the grave of the Lord in Jerusalem in the 13th century. Soon it was deemed the best place in town to be buried. Over time they got quite creative with the bones, and today it displays some of the world's more macabre art. Number 7. The City of the Dead. Dargavs is a settlement in Prigorodny district of the Republic of North Ossetia, Alania, Russia. It is tucked away in one of the 5 mountain ridges dividing the Caucasus Mountains. Here lies a cluster of peaked roofs and single-window brick houses. The village of Dargavs is considered one of the most creepiest places in Russia. It's believed people were buried here during the 14th to 18th century, and has graves of over 10,000 bodies. There are several myths connected with the cemetery, one being that any man who dared to walk in would never come out alive, and is one of the reasons why the locals almost never go there. Number 8. The Valley of the Kings. Located in Luxor, Egypt, the Valley of the Kings is the burial place of Egypt's highest nobility, including that of King Tutankhamun. Many guards have claimed to see a pharaoh in a chariot with fiery horses, and others have even heard strange noises, including footsteps, screams, and shuffling without any sources. Like the Pyramid of Giza, many archaeologists died in very mysterious ways and untimely deaths. This Tutankhamun's gravesite is said to be cursed, and anyone who desecrates this place will be a victim of the mummy's curse. Number 9. The Warren Occult Museum. Ed and Lorraine Warren began their paranormal activity research in 1952. After their collection of haunted objects began to accumulate, the couple opened up a museum in their basement in Monroe, Connecticut in the early 1980s. Among their collection is a cursed Raggedy Ann doll by the name of Annabelle, which was said to have killed a man, and the Shadow doll, which is said that the doll will infiltrate people's dreams and stop their heart while they sleep. Number 10. Paris Catacombs. Designed to alleviate the burden of the city's overflowing cemeteries, the bones of more than 6 million people now lie in the tunnels beneath Paris. In order to make more room, many of these remains have been stacked in unique arrangements, and is visible to travelers wishing to explore the underground graveyard. Number 11. Lizzie Borden House. Located in the city of Fall River, Massachusetts, stands a house where one of America's most famous double murder occurred. In 1892, a woman by the name of Lizzie Borden was accused of murdering her father and stepmother with an axe in their family home. Although she was acquitted, her name is still synonymous with the gruesome murders. Number 12. Port Arthur. Commonly referred to as Hell on Earth by its convict prisoners back in the day, located in southern Tasmania, it is believed to be one of the Southern Hemisphere's most active haunted places. During its 47 years as a convict settlement, over 1,000 people perished within its boundaries, and it's said their souls still linger. In the last 2 decades, around 2,000 paranormal incidents and counting have been recorded. Number 13. Capuchin Catacomb. Located in Palermo, Sicily, southern Italy, is one of the most haunted places in Italy. Here it's said as many as 8,000 corpses hang on the walls or in glass caskets on display for the world to see. Initially it was reserved exclusively for the burial of religious officials. However, it was later expanded to include noblemen and the families of wealthy benefactors, including the young Rosalia Lombardo, known as the Sleeping Beauty for her eerily well-preserved remains. Number 14. Fairmont Banff Springs. A haunted hotel located in Alberta, Canada has welcomed guests since 1888, and in this grand hotel there has been reports of many paranormal activity. Among its famous legends includes a woman who reportedly dances in her wedding gown in the hotel ballroom, or the ghost of a bellman wearing his 1960s uniform. Number 15. The Highgate Cemetery in London. Don't be fooled by its overgrown charm. Highgate Cemetery is one of the most haunted places in London, and with good reason. Throughout the centuries, there have been stories of ghosts haunting its maze-like grounds. According to legend, there's the Highgate Vampire, a medieval nobleman who practiced black magic in Romania, with a cult-like following. He was buried at the site that eventually became Highgate Cemetery, where he slumbered peacefully, until, according to reports, Satanists performed a ritual at the cemetery and woke him up. Number 16. Larnach Castle, built between 1871 and 1887, currently located within the limits of the city of Dunedin, New Zealand. Larnach Castle was built to serve as the residence of William Larnach, a prominent local politician. Included in the grandeur of the home is a 3,000-square-foot ballroom, which was gifted to his beloved daughter Kate on her 7th birthday. She tragically died of typhoid at age 26 and is said to still haunt the ballroom. Number 17. The Kehoe House. Savannah, Georgia has a lot of southern charm and a lot more ghosts. Many believe the city is cursed because old burial grounds were covered up, paved over, and built upon. Possibly one of the most haunted cities in the U.S. The Kehoe family had 10 children, and rumors say 2 of them tragically died in the house. Many believe the twins still haunt the house, as guests have reported hearing children laughing and feeling children stroke their hair and cheeks while sleeping. Number 18. The Aradale Hospital. This haunted asylum is located in Victoria, Australia. Over its 130-year history, this hospital is said to be the location of over 130,000 deaths. The asylum is now abandoned and is considered to be one of Victoria's creepiest sites, with over 60 buildings and 100 acres, and countless reports of paranormal activity in Aradale. Visitors of the building often experience unexpected fainting, nausea, and pains while walking through certain rooms. Number 19. Poveglia Island. Known as the most haunted island in the world, Poveglia sits just off the coast of northern Italy, near Venice. The history of this tiny island will give you nightmares. It was a former quarantine station for over 160,000 plague victims, a mental asylum where illegal experiments took place, and a series of bloody battles. Now completely abandoned and illegal to visit, thrill-seeking travelers have heard screams, seen human bones wash up on shore, and the island's soil is said to be composed of 50% human ash. And finally, number 20. Alcatraz Island. Located in San Francisco, Alcatraz Island is home to Alcatraz Prison, which is said to be one of the most haunted places in America. This unforgiving federal prison was in operation from 1934 to 1963 and housed some of the world's most notorious criminals, such as Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly. It was built to break the spirits of even the most rebellious prisoners. And today, as you explore the former penitentiary, and you might even feel their lingering presence, some say you can still hear the wails of prisoners as you walk through the cell blocks and hear a distant banjo echoing from the showers. For the most haunting experience of all, visit Punishment Cell 410, rumored to be haunted by a prisoner who died while locked in solitary confinement. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.